Good day! Welcome to Lawyer Up by NDV Law. This is Attorney Nikki de Vega, Managing Partner of Nicolas in De Vega Law Offices. In today's video, I will answer the frequently asked questions about search warrants. So when a policeman knocks on your door and wants to search your house, will you let him in? Or if you're standing in the street, can a policeman just search through your belongings? The answer is no, unless he is armed with a search warrant. No less than Article 3, Section 2 of the Constitution holds inviolable our rights to be secure in our persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures. Thus, subject to certain exceptions, we cannot be subjected to search by police authorities in the absence of a search warrant. So let's move on to the frequently asked questions about search warrants. First, so what is a search warrant? A search warrant is an order in writing issued in the name of the people of the Philippine Islands, signed by a judge or a justice of the peace and directed to a peace officer or police, commanding him to search for personal property and bring it before the court. What then are the requisites of a valid search warrant? Well, the requisites are: first, there must be probable cause. Second, the probable cause must be determined personally by the judge. Third, it must be issued but after examination under oath or affirmation of the complainant and the witnesses he may produce. Fourth, the warrant must particularly describe the place to be searched and the persons or things to be seized. Now, let's move on to probable cause. What is probable cause? This refers to such facts and circumstances which would lead a reasonably discreet and prudent man to believe that an offense has been committed, and that the objects sought in connection with the offense are in the place sought to be searched. But what are the properties which may be seized under a search warrant? Well, the property subject of seizure under Rule 126, Section 2 of the Rules of Court are: first, the subject of the offense; second, stolen or embezzled property and other fruits or proceeds of the offenses; and third, property used or intended to be used as a means for the commission of an offense. Now, let's move on to checkpoint. When are checkpoints allowed? In the case of Valmonte versus De Villa, the Supreme Court had the occasion to rule that checkpoints are not illegal per se. Thus, under exceptional circumstances as where the survival of the organized government is on the balance, or where the lives and safety of the people are in grave peril, checkpoints may be allowed and installed by the government. Routine inspection and a few questions do not constitute unreasonable searches. But if the inspection becomes more thorough to the extent of becoming a search, this can be done when there is deemed to be probable cause. In this situation, it is justifiable as a warrantless search of a moving vehicle. But for as long as the vehicle is neither searched nor its occupant subjected to a body search, and the inspection of the vehicle is limited to a visual search, said routine checks cannot be regarded as violative of an individual's right against unreasonable search. So, is it required that the property to be searched be owned by the person against whom the search warrant is directed? No. In Burgos Sr. versus Chief of Staff, the Supreme Court enunciated that it is sufficient that the property is under the control or possession of the person sought to be searched. How about the address? Should the address in the search warrant match the actual place to be searched? Yes. The address in the search warrant must match the actual place to be searched. In the case of People versus Court of Appeals, the Supreme Court ruled that the place to be searched as set out in the warrant cannot be amplified or modified by the officer's own personal knowledge of the premises or the evidence they adduced in support of their application for the warrant. The particularization of the description of the place to be searched may properly be done only by the judge and only in the warrant itself. It cannot be left to the discretion of the police officers. But, there are instances when a search may be made without a warrant. And what are those circumstances? Well, first, when there is a valid waiver of such right. Second, when the search is incidental to a valid arrest. Third, where the prohibited articles are in plain view, such as when a policeman is chasing a criminal, and during the said chase, the policeman stumbled upon a drug den where drugs and paraphernalia were scattered around. Fourth, in stop and frisk situations or pursuant to a Terry search, where a police officer can stop a citizen on the street, interrogate him, and pat him for weapons whenever he observes unusual conduct, which leads him to conclude that criminal activity may be afoot. Fifth, search of moving vehicles. Sixth, enforcement of immigration and customs law. Seventh, search under exigent and emergency measures. Now, this question is quite common. If the security guard in a mall wants to open my bag and check the inside thereof, isn't there a violation of my right against unreasonable search? No, there is no violation of your right. Private search is not covered by the constitutional guarantee. In the case of People v. Marty, the Supreme Court reasoned that in the absence of governmental interference, the constitutional right against unreasonable search and seizure cannot be invoked against the state. The protection against unreasonable search and seizure cannot be extended to acts committed by private individuals so as to bring it within the ambit of alleged unlawful intrusion by the government. There you have it, folks. Now you know your legal and constitutional rights when it comes to searches and seizures by the police. If this video has been helpful, kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel by clicking on the subscribe button. You can also visit our website, ndvlaw.com, to learn more about legal matters in the Philippines. Again, this is Atty. Nikki de Vega for Lawyer Up by NDV Law, and thank you for watching.